NewsNation correspondent Jorge Ventura on the ground in Center Point, Texas for us once again. Jorge, you are with a volunteer firefighter there to survey the damage. Tell us what you're seeing and where you are right now.
Hey, Laura. So right now we are embedded with Center Point Fire Department. This is one of the more severely impacted areas from those flash floods on July 4th. And just look at all these pile of debris that we are surrounded by. And what the volunteers here with the fire department tell me is that they are calling this not a cleanup operation because they still have to go through all these piles of debris very tediously, just looking for any signs of life, personal belongings that could lead to clues. But just look at the devastation here, Laura, all along the banks of the Guadalupe River. This is an area where a lot of families from out of town came for 4th of July weekend. Mr. Dobbs, just kind of break down the scene for our viewers and what we're looking at here on the banks of the Guadalupe River.
Well, we're looking right here where the river would normally kind of split. And we would be basically in the center. So it was 30, 40 feet above us right here. And this debris field, all of this has been gone through. And like you said, this is not cleanup. This is search. And this has been walked and walked and walked. Dogs have come through here, walked again, numerous times. And so now they're also, because of the weather, things are kind of drying up. They can get the bigger equipments to lift some of these gigantic trees. It's hard to see on television how giant these piles are. So now they can move them around a little bit, and the spotters and everything can try to find people to get them home.
Hey, Mr. Dobbs, I'm seeing that some of the pile debris, if we could walk out and you can kind of explain, some of the pile debris here is actually marked by officials, and what that means is that they already went through it, if I have that correct, Mr. Dobbs, but you said they'll continuously go through that pile of debris.
Yes, a lot of times what they'll do, so like on this tree right here, I wasn't here when they worked on this tree, but my assumption is it was laying another way. And when they walked it and brought the dogs and everything, they still couldn't get underneath it, so they brought a machine in and they rolled it over, lifted it up, and then they marked it going, this one is A-okay. But they'll still bring dogs through here. They're still bringing dogs as the days go by, and people are still walking. And there's a lot of work to do, but at the same time, this is a process. So it may look like, well, why isn't anybody looking through there? Well, they just finished that. Now the second wave will come through. This is all, we're not short on resources as far as manpower down here. It's just a process. And every day, or every hour, we're getting further and further. But like you said, we're recovering. We're not cleaning up, we're looking. So it takes time, it's gingerly. These families want their people home.
And Mr. Dobbs, this was a very powerful flash flood, and maybe some folks at home right now don't understand that some of the bodies being recovered are being recovered 30 miles down from where they originally were. Can you kind of explain that?
Well, and actually, the day of the flood, there was a awesome, heroic rescue right in front of our fire station, and I believe it was the Bernie Swiftwater team. And some of our guys were over there. I was on the firehouse side, and I watched the whole thing. But she came from Ingram. That's 30 miles away. I mean, excuse me, that's 20 miles away. Wow. And they rescued her. But right down here where we sit, not 100 yards from here, I found a sign that said Camp La Junta. We found some other things that said Camp Heart of the Hills. Camp Heart of the Hills is right by Camp Mystic. That's 30 miles. That shows just the power and the devastation that this flood had, and it moved. So there's just a lot of stuff to go through, but we're going to do it. We're going to bring people home.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.